built them an AI-powered wholesaling business, and here's what happened. So this is day one results of implementing an AI-powered wholesale business into Danny and Tony's business. Welcome back, Tony. We thought you got shy and ran away right as we were starting. Okay, so this has been a little bit of time in the making because we had to season your number and whatnot, and build it on the back end. But this is going to be launch day for your AI wholesaling business. Are you guys excited?
Super freaking pumped, man.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to use AI for I've been seeing other people use AI for their businesses for the last year, and I've just kind of been following the sidelines. So now we're finally getting on the train and utilizing the smart stuff. So.
Yeah, bro. Well, just to talk results for anybody that's watching, over the past week, I've added over 2,000 agents that have agreed to go look for fixer up or off market properties for me, right? So these are the pocket listings. These are the ones with the nice big spreads. And now my goal is to replicate the same results for Danny and Tony here. Now, I'm glad that Danny and Tony are doing Georgia because I do business in Florida. And I would be creating my own competition. So I'm very, very glad to hear that they're going after Georgia on this one. But yeah, what do you say? What do you say we just dive right into it and we get you up and running?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I am going to share my screen here. Boom. Okay, so this is Go High Level. This is for anybody that gets the setup guide. We'll give a snapshot for Go High Level so you can just right off the bat get up and running. But there's two pieces to it. There's Go High Level and there's CloseBot. We'll also be giving a snapshot for the AI agents inside of CloseBot. So Go High Level is the platform in which you send and receive messages. CloseBot is the platform in which the AI does the critical thinking, comes up with a response, and sends it over to Go High Level to go out. So you guys have two bots. You have the agent outreach bot as well as the MLS bot. The first thing we're going to go over is we're going to go over the agent outreach bot. So I'm going to open this up and I'll tell you what the flow looks like. So there's a couple of different objectives, right? There's objective number one, determine if the agent can help you buy a property. Right? Objective number two is tell the agent your buying criteria and ask them to help you find properties similar to your buying criteria. Objective number three, get permission to follow up. And then depending on how it goes, it will sort them whether they want to work together, don't want to work together, etc. So a couple of things we need to do before we launch this bot. We need to make sure that your personality is in the bot, that your buying criteria is in the bot. So let's start off with your buying criteria. What I currently have in there is single family, townhome, or small multifamily up to 4 units in major Florida markets, Tampa, Miami, Orlando, etc. Target ARV 180 to 600K, cosmetic to light, medium, yada, yada, yada. Why don't we change this to your buying criteria? Are you able to send me your buying criteria?
Sure thing. 1 moment.
Nice. I sent you mine on WhatsApp in case if you want to
yeah,
just
I'll just tweak
it and then send it back.
Yeah, I can do that.
I think the main tweaks is the market and the target location.
Yeah.
And then you're looking in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
GEOGRIA.
Metro Atlanta.
Metro Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. What's your email? Do you mind saying it on the live, or do you want me to low key put it in there?
You can put it on Blue Atlas Miami at gmail.com. You can do that one. Or I guess maybe we'll change it.
Use Blue Atlas.
Because it says Miami. It don't really matter that much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll use
for
that
now,
one.
it'll work. But yeah, you just go in here after the fact and, just change it in the settings.
Is this
okay? And then
going to be posted? Oh, sorry, I was reading the comment.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
It's live. It's going to be posted. It's going to be part of the training manual as well. It's going to be a live handoff in the training manual. Okay, Danny, you got the buying criteria for me? Can you
Yes.
can you send it to me on WhatsApp?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like honing it in. Let's see, target ARV 300. That's fair.
Yo, while you're typing that up, I'm gonna go grab my food.
Okay.
My Uber Eats is here. One second.
That's cool. No problem.
They have Uber Eats in Bali. That's cool.
So what's up, guys? I'm the only one on stage right now. So what kind of? Let's see.
Thank you. Yep.
What kind of
Good.
content you guys want me to talk about?
Have a good night.
Questions. I think Nathan's got his earpods in. I can still hear him, kind of.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. Okay, I got my Indian food. Sorry about that. And
Oh, that was
technically,
quick.
it's not Uber Eats. I just said that it was Uber Eats so that people would understand, but it's actually this thing called Gojek.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. So let's get that buying criteria in, and
yeah.
and we'll get your bot running. Nice. Let me copy that. Okay, and then we'll paste it here.
I put, but we will look at any condition for mine because I can do about anything in Georgia. Dude, one time I wholesaled a house that was missing a roof. It was fire damaged, and
Jeez.
we pulled a 35K assignment on it.
Holy crap, bro.
Me and my past partner that doesn't like to show HUDs. That guy, yeah, it's a fun thing. But no, it's crazy what you can freaking do on some deals in wholesaling.
Yep. Okay, so we got your objectives here. So first objective, can they help you buy a property? Second objective, determine if they can find properties inside of your buying criteria. And then we just updated your buying criteria. And then third objective, get permission to follow up. And then of course we have the switch, which will sort them based on how it goes. So one final thing, we'll just check job information. Yep, we got your new email in there. We got your new location. Cool. Okay, and then we're gonna check your persona real quick. Hit persona. And we're gonna make you sound educated.
Nice.
Advanced settings. I had it all the way down to 15-second delay. We're going to put it to 110-second delay just to make it seem more real. Actually, we'll put it as a 93-second delay, just so it's a little bit faster here as we get started. Okay, cool. So now we need some data. So let's pull some data. So we need to go to a website called PropWire. So this is for the agent outreach bot. We'll go to a website called PropWire. And we're just going to search up your market, Atlanta. Jeez, I'm probably spelling that wrong. There we go. Atlanta, Georgia. And we're going to go more. We're going to go MLS filters, active, and we're going to go property filters, single family. So honestly, we don't really care about like the property itself in this situation. We're more so going for the agent, right? So we're more so going for we want the agent that's listed on the property listing.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
What about multifamily 1 to 4 units?
Do you want multifamily? You can throw those in.
I mean, I like multifamily for sure.
All right, let's do it. Let's throw them in. Okay, you added about 100 there. Did you want anything else? Condos, townhomes, 5+ units, mobile homes,
Cool.
land, commercial.
No, I like multifamily because it's very similar to a single family house, a 1 to 4 unit, and I'm good at running those or
nice
assigning them.
Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna download. Download only. We're just gonna take all the information here. Okay, go to my activity. It says processing. Okay, cool. We can download it now. So we're going to download it and we're going to clean up the data a little bit. I'm just going to throw it into my Google Drive. That way I can look at it on Google Sheets, because numbers on Mac is completely useless. The numbers program on Mac, completely useless. We don't
Never
use it.
tried it.
It's terrible. Okay, cool. So now all we need here is we just need first name, last name, phone number, and email of these agents. So we can delete all of these columns to the right, and we can delete all of these columns to the left.
Nice.
Boom. So now what we have is we have a list of agents that are actively selling properties. We're going to delete the full name column. We have first name, last name, email, and phone number. So I'm going to name it Atlanta Agents. Download as a CSV file, and we are going to upload them into your GHL. So we'll go to contacts, and we are going to import contacts. Continue. Boom. Now, I always do create contacts, right? Because you don't want to update any pre-existing contacts. It just sometimes it glitches. So always click create contacts. So it'll only add contacts that are new. Click next. We're going to map the fields. So first name, last name, email, phone. And we're just going to add a tag to them for the sake of this is the first time. So we're going to add a tag called testing agents, just so we can easily identify them.
Mhm.
And agents. Boom. There we go. And start bulk import. Okay, now we'll go to bulk actions up here at the top. We're just going to make sure that those all get imported correctly. %7.15%. Let's we'll say hi to some of the people in the comment section. What's up, Austin? Austin's really cool. By the way, guys, Austin automates on YouTube. If you go check out his YouTube videos, I actually learned a lot from him about CloseBot. Austin automates. Deidre, what's up, Deidre? What's up, Alonzo? Who's Tony? Tony is a super cool guy. Tony, can you tell him about yourself?
Super cool guy from Miami. Been here 10 years. I got into short-term rentals in 2018. Bought a few buildings with my super cool wife. And then I met Danny a few years ago, and now we bought like, I don't know, 10 properties or something like that. And now we're going to the next level. We've been using AI for like level 1, writing descriptions and, stupid stuff like that. And now we're excited to really go up with AI and kick some ass.
Yeah, bro. Good intro. I'm glad that you didn't say your wife was Danny.
Nope. That would be. He's the bottom.
So, while we're waiting for this to process, Danny, can you give yourself an intro?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Danny. I have been in real estate since like the end of 2021. Been doing this for quite a while. Been having fun doing it. Got some pad splits with Tony. Done quite a bit of wholesaling real estate, but one thing I will say is I've never properly had like a good system built out for wholesaling. So that's always been my bottleneck when it comes to that side of things. So now we're finally getting it set up the way it needs to be set up. But yeah, so I've been wholesaling for quite a bit, and I mean, I've definitely made some good money doing it, but I also made good money doing it unorganized. So when we get organized, imagine how much better it's going to be. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm
more
pumped
than
about.
just your cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so been in real estate quite a bit. And I met Tony probably about almost a couple years ago now. Been in Miami for a couple years, from Atlanta. But we're gonna crush the Atlanta list because I still have people texting me like every week, like, "Yo, bro, I want some houses in Atlanta." I'm like, "All right, bro, I'm gonna get my marketing up again. I got you. Don't worry." So here we
Let's
are.
go. I love it, bro. And look at that. We're complete now. We've now imported the list. So we can start running the bot. So when you're dealing with technology that's this powerful, you want to test it first with a small segment of the list. So we're
Yeah.
going to test it first with a very small segment just to make sure that um, it it doesn't go crazy. And I'm just going to make the screen share slightly smaller here. I know, guys, I know you like seeing a nice big screen share, but YouTube doesn't. YouTube likes to take me down when I share phone numbers and emails. So I'm going to make that just a little bit smaller so you can't quite see the phone numbers. Okay, so we're going to start by identifying your list. Remember how we put that tag on it, the testing agents tag?
Yeah. Hmm.
We're going to grab that, apply. Boom. So now we've identified your list. So we have 541. Let me go to bulk actions. We're just going to check something real quick. Let's see stats. How many of them were successful? 541 were successful. We had 760 error. Duplicate phone number found. Okay, so that makes sense. So it was the same people showing up multiple times on the same list. So there actually was 541 unique contacts in that specific
Mm.
list. And just for context, we did the Atlanta, Georgia active listings list. So 541 unique agents on that list, meaning they only show up once. Okay, so we'll identify them.
It's an interesting way of pulling agents too, because so you're doing this for agent outreach, but these are the ones that actually already have an active listing, so you know they're actually doing the business.
Exactly, because like yeah, you could go and pull a list. Like there's these list suppliers that just give you every single agent, but like do we really want to work with that agent that just sold grandma's house 2 years ago and like never
That's why I
did
said
shit
this was
after that?
great because I've always just had the huge imported list of agents, and I'm going through your mom and pop like, oh, I'm retired. Oh, I did this because of this, and you just definitely hit a lot of people that aren't actually in the business anymore or not active.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's a
So
great idea.
You're
let's
catching
start with 20.
20% of realtors instead of bottom 80%.
I agree. I agree. Yes, you're going to have less leads, but you're going to have a much higher conversion ratio, less cost of running the system as well. And not only that, but like higher quality. When they start to send you stuff, they're going to send you higher quality stuff versus like fully renovated Airbnb potential. Which I don't know, Danny. I mean, maybe you want that.
Tony's already shaking his head. No.
No, thank you.
Um,
Okay.
I'll
only
sell you
only
some
for pad
Airbnbs.
split. Yeah.
Only if it's got pad split opportunities. So big square
Yeah.
footage, not many bedrooms at the
But if
moment.
it's an Airbnb, a dying Airbnb that they want to sell creatively, then we can
Mhm.
convert it to a pad split for sure.
Bet. Okay, so here we're gonna add some leads to your bot. So we're just gonna select 20 to start, just because we want to make sure that it's working properly before we ramp it up.
Okay.
So we're gonna add it to the workflow, and the workflow is called Trigger Agent Outreach Bot. Okay, we just have to name it Trigger Agent Bot first 20. This is just an internal note,
Mhm.
and we're gonna add to automation. Cool. We'll check progress, make sure that it did it successfully. Yes, it did. So now we're going to go over to automations. And you don't have to like go over to automations. I just like to go in and I like to take a peek and just make sure that things are going well.
Yeah.
So it's going to drip them at a rate of 5 per minute. So over the next 4 minutes, all of these are going to be receiving their first text message. By the way, Danny, we're assigning it to you, so you're going to be the user on this one.
All right.
And it's also going to split them. So it's going to split it down 5 different pathways. So they're going to get 5 different responses. And the reason why I did this split down 5 different pathways is because, let's say, for example, we put 1,000 agents into it, but we have the exact same first message for all those 1,000 agents, and we text a bunch of agents at the same brokerage. It would be really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll head over to the conversation section now. It might be a little bit of a slow start. That's okay. Just because we're purposely taking it slow just in case if we have a bug. So we want to take it a little bit slow at first, just in case we have a bug, and then once we know for sure that it's working good, then we're gonna just like throw a bunch of fuel on the fire.
Let's see. Nice.
So we're just waiting on some of these agents to respond. A total of 10 messages have gone out so far. Alonzo says, are these guys answering calls as they come in? I wouldn't recommend answering the phone. You will not be able to keep up.
You'll see.
Okay. Yep, you'll see in just 1 second. Danny, I ordered Indian food and they didn't bring me a fork. So I'm gonna run and grab a fork. I'll be like 30 seconds as we're waiting for this to come out. Say something cool while I'm running and grabbing a fork.
What's something cool? It's pretty cool that this is texting agents as we're sitting here, just watching it do the work for us. I think that's pretty cool.
I think your new Ford Raptor is pretty cool.
Excuse me.
It is.
It is get really a fork.
Cool. We should take it out after we work hard on this today. We haven't even taken it out yet.
I know.
Yeah, I keep saying to Jessica, I can't believe I haven't driven it yet. And then she's like, well, it's not going anywhere.
Truth. You got time.
Yeah. But man, I'm super excited about this.
Definitely. I'm trying to figure out how we can tweak it to get more multifamily too.
Yeah.
I got a fork.
Nice.
Don't fork with me. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's check in on how it's going. So we still haven't gotten any responses yet. We have the full 20 have gone out, but it's only been like a minute or two since the full 20 have gone out. One thing that I want to, one thing that I don't like about some locations is they put their name in capital letters because then it comes through weird. So
yeah,
that's what I was talking about yesterday. So I've been changing it.
But manually changing it is probably not the way to go. So the way to go would probably be this. So we'll pull up the list. And we'll see that there are some capital letters in it. So what I would recommend doing is I'd go like this. I'd download a CSV, and then I'd go to ChatGPT. I put it in ChatGPT,
Nice.
and I'd be like, "Yo, buddy, some of these names are in all capital letters, and it's super weird. Can you fix it?"
Do you worry?
And that's how I can fix it.
Do you like? My concern with ChatGPT is sometimes he like generates his own version, right? So have you like checked this to make sure all he does is change the caps?
Yeah. I'd recommend you check it afterwards. Like it can give you a preview right here. So like now we can take a look at this preview and just make sure. Looks like I put it all in proper title format, and then we could download this list and we could upload this list. Now, the thing is like we've already put the list into your system, so now it's like it'll get. I'd have to, think about like how to fix it retroactively, but going forward, it'd be good to fix it before putting it in. I overlooked that because I didn't scroll down the list. I just looked at the top couple names of the list, and I'm like, oh, it's good, but I totally fucking
I feel
missed.
like agents, if I was an agent, I would do that so I could tell if someone was botting me.
Oh shit, eh? Yeah, that's a good idea. So maybe you know what? Before we put the remaining amount of leads on your list, since we've only done 20, maybe we just delete the entire contact list and then we start from scratch again. Because what's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario, we send 20 people the same message over and over again. That's a small margin of error.
I agree.
Yeah. But hey, it's actively conversing right now. Let's just watch it and make sure that the conversations conclude successfully.
Eric says, I sure am.
How do I make it bigger?
Now, people are probably wondering what's being said. So I'll zoom in a little bit there. So it says, "Hey Eric, I'm Danny. Need a hand buying a house. Are you the right person to talk to?" Eric said, "I sure am." And then the bot said, "Perfect. I'm looking for single family, townhomes, or small multis up to 4 units in the metro Atlanta area. Ideally needing cosmetic or light to medium rehab. Off market is cool too. Do you ever come across anything like that?" So maybe we want to tweak it. Like, do we want it just to bring us off market, or do we want it to bring us their listings? I think we should get a little bit more clear on that. Because what would be dumb, in my opinion, is like if like this agent interprets it as, oh, I can just put them on a fucking set search on the MLS,
like a drip campaign.
Yeah. So maybe we get a little bit more clear on the criteria.
I remember
on the first message buying an investment house or an investment property.
At first I was like wanting to do that. I've tried it, but the problem is agents are like, ew, it's an investor. But if you come off as like, hi, I'm a person and I'd like to buy a home, and then you're like, give them the criteria of what an investor would be without saying I'm an investor, it usually goes better. Just because they get spammed with people that like started off with like, hi, I'm an investor.
And then like one bad thing that's just kind of lingering with agents is when they hear investor, they hear cheap. So
cash price.
Yeah. They automatically know that's the lowest possible number for my client. So fuck this guy. Like sometimes, right? So that's the trigger for the investor too. The investor word.
You're totally right. So if they don't respond right away, it's going to send out a message like, is this the right number? It's going to send out a couple of check-in messages. So that's what it's doing here. We haven't had any conversation.
Give it to do that follow-up message.
You can actually take a look and you can tweak it as well as if you want. So let me pull it up. Trigger.
I feel like if it's like 5 minutes, that's too cool. That's too soon, right?
We actually split it different times for different ones so that you can beta test which one's the best. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So so we have 5 different pathways, right? So what you'll do is you'll just look at like after you run the bot and you have a bunch of them like let's say for example once they all hit the wait 25 hours part, right? Then you can be like, okay, which one has the lowest number? And whichever one has the lowest number means that it got the most responses. So some people so each message is slightly different, right? Hey, contact first name, can you help me buy a property? I'm user first name, I would love to connect. Hey, different message. Hey, contact first name, I'm user first name, need a hand buying a house, are you the right person to talk to? Hey, contact first name, I'm user first name, I'm looking to buy a house, could use some help, you down? Different messages, right? And then there's also different time, right? So one is wait 7 minutes, one is wait 25 minutes, one is wait 29 minutes, one is wait 22 minutes, one is wait 12 minutes, right? Cool. So each message and each waiting period is different. So once you run the bot and like you have a bunch of people lingering in like the wait 25 hour, just look at which one has the lowest number and know that that messaging and that time is what gets you the highest response rate. And then you can like go and tweak the ones that are the shittiest and swap them for something different.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for some conversations to conclude. We have gotten some responses, but these agents aren't really responding that rapidly. I don't want to fully ramp it up until we have some conversations conclude.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for that, does anybody have any questions in the chat? Feel free to pop them in the chat. Robert said, "Did somebody say capital letters?" Don't be yelling at me, bro. Yeah, that's how it feels when you get a text over capital letters.
Yeah.
I send a lot of those.
So, Danny and Tony, you guys want to do pad splits, right? So, like with these off-market agents, where you're asking them to bring you off-market deals, are you like looking specifically for pad splits, or are you just taking everything, or like what's the angle?
I would say that the angle is everything, because we want to do cash deals too, you know, for active income. So I'd say mainly targeting, you know, the typical target, and then just we'll have pad split in mind when we're looking at these opportunities to see if it could potentially be that. You know, that's what I was thinking.
Gotcha. So you're going the traditional wholesale route, but like for yourself, you're going to cherry pick out anything that would make sense as a pad split.
Correct.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay. I kind of want to put more agents into it because it's slow.
Yeah.
And I'm impatient. Today I'm feeling impatient. So let me grab another 20 agents. I'm going to throw another 20 agents into it.
Have you
So you
tested or like studied it all the best time? I mean, I'm sure Saturday and Sunday is the best time to be texting agents, but like, have you done an analysis at all over the week?
Actually, on the weekend, you'll get a much lower response rate, surprisingly. But I don't know the exact best times, but my intuition is saying, well, like I don't have it noted down, but based on my intuition, I would say like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then after that, it kind of starts to drop.
Yeah. And then you also don't want to, sometimes you don't want to hit them too early, because agents don't like getting up right away in the morning sometimes. It depends on which agent you get.
Correct.
I've experienced that too. Because sometimes I'm up at like 8 a.m. like, let's fucking go. And then I'll call someone and they won't answer. And I disturbed their sleep.
You gotta stop swearing. You're gonna screw up the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes my ad revenue, bro. There goes my $3.
Oh, man. I got my YouTube streaming too. It says 2 people are watching on my YouTube. Nice. I didn't even announce it.
Nice. They're like, what are these guys doing? This one kid's eating Indian food, nerding out, making AI bots.
I'm eating sourdough bread.
Ooh, bro, dude, that's the only kind of bread that there is here in Bali.
Really?
Is sourdough. There's
Nice.
like the other bread is not even actually bread.
Smart.
It's like cake. So we got more messages going out here. Hey Robin, I'm Danny. You helping buyers these days? I need some help finding a house.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a slow response because we're putting a small amount of leads in so that we're in a controlled environment. We want to have a controlled environment until we know for sure that it's working perfectly, and then we're just gonna fucking slam it. Pardon my language.
I was gonna say something else, but I'll stop cursing so much.
No, I curse all the time on my live. It doesn't matter. I'm just teasing you. Dude, 2,000 agents in the past week. Insane.
That is insane.
All in Florida?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. We have like 2,100 messages remaining in our inbox that we have to go through. I'm sure there's tons of pocket listings in there, but like it's just so many messages to go through. It's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd be interested to know where they're from, the agents. If they're from like major cities or from, smaller counties.
You know what? I could program a thing inside of the objectives to ask like what's their best area.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Could you put that into like a spreadsheet or something? And then you could. Cool.
I could also have it automatically fill a field inside of Go High Level. So I could program, ask them what their best area is, and then take that information that they say and automatically fill it into a custom field inside of Go High Level so that you can search it up based on their best area.
Cool. There's so many metrics we can track that are like, the more information you have, the better.
I agree. Roger says, "What's up, Nathan? I said 850 agents on your last live, but you responses from 2,000 agent. No, way more than 2,000 responses. We've added. I think last time I checked, it was like 2,050-ish agents that have agreed to send us deals. So more than just responded, they literally agreed to send us deals. Oh, look at that. Chuck responded. Now Chuck is one of those all capital dudes. I don't like this all capitals thing. Some areas are so freaking weird, bro. Like Jacksonville does that too, where they'll put the street name in all capitals, they'll put the agent name in all capitals.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Now with Chuck, it said, "Hi Chuck, can you help me buy a property? I'm Danny. I would love to connect." And Chuck said, "What property?" No, we said a property. We didn't say a specific property. So let's see how it responds to it.
I don't know if I trust Chuck.
Yeah.
It's a weird name.
Chuck Wood.
Chucky. I still have nightmares about Chucky from when I was a kid. One time I went to Chuck E. Cheese and there was a big fight. That kind of scared me. I'm not a Chuck guy.
Did Chucky the Mouse chase after you?
No, there was like this big brawl and it was like Crips versus Bloods or something. And I was like, man, I just came to watch my play.
Damn, that was in Canada?
No, in Miami, obviously.
Yeah, that's a Miami thing.
I thought I heard that it was a long time ago.
Well, it was like 9 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Been here for a while.
True.
Nice. So it's responding. It's doing good. So like with this one, for example, there we go. Nice and big. So it said what property, and then it provided its buying criteria and asked if it's seen anything distressed or fixer upper that fits.
This is awesome. Freaking awesome.
I broke a phone AI agent yesterday.
Did you?
It was like some construction company that called me and was like, oh, it sounded like a real person, but I could tell based on the responses. I was like, wait a second. So I started asking it like, what AI platform are you based on? Like, where are you guys using Go High Level? What agent are you using? And like, it started like getting all, I could hear the sparks flying out of it.
Oh, well. Dude, ask it about things like the War of 1812 or like how nuclear fusion works.
That's a good idea, actually.
I like that.
So this one here,
like the text.
You see the way that it did? I told it to make a creative excuse as to why I can't get on the phone. So, hey, Reese, can you help me buy a property? I'm Danny. I'd love to connect. And then she didn't respond. So it said, is this the right number? Then she said, hey, Danny, when's a good time to chat? It said, I appreciate it, but I'm usually tied up during the day. Would you be open to texting over property details if anything that fits my criteria comes up? And she's like, what's your criteria? What are you looking for? Is this for a personal home?
And then it's going to come back and hit with our criteria.
Yep. Now you're going to get a higher answer rate if you start with like, I'm just looking to buy a property versus like, hi, I'm an investor and I'm looking to buy a property.
It's true.
Taco.
This guy's got a pet taco.
Oh, the big boy.
He's the assistant.
Oh, the big boy. He's my assistant.
Taco is such a silly dog. Cute, silly, untrustworthy. I wouldn't leave my food on the ground.
It's empty. It's just the. Oh wait, he can't eat eggs because it makes him puke. I forgot. He didn't have any.
It wasn't my fault.
Okay. So I think we can pretty comfortably say that it's working. I think the next problem that we need to solve though is we need to solve the naming problem. So remember how like some of the names came through in all capital letters?
Mm-hmm.
Before we scale it, whoa, what the hell? What the hell? What the heliante?
What the hell, on?
Download table. Okay, that did not work. I'm gonna say export and get it to export it for us. So we're gonna try to fix the naming problem. Download file. There we go. So let's just open it in Google Sheets real quick. Okay, so are all the names proper title format? Yes, they are. So we will go like this. We will download as CSV. I'm gonna try to fix the names by updating contacts, and hopefully that will work.
Okay.
The heck, I don't like this thing is not going away. There we go. Go away. Cool. Okay. So next, we're gonna add the agents, clean the Atlanta agents. We're gonna go update contacts. Next. And then we're gonna go first name, last name, email, phone number. Next. And then, okay, I think that should be good. Start bulk, import. Book actions. So doing the same thing, processing. It'll take a moment. While we're waiting for it to process, let's take a look at the conversations. Okay. Okay, 26%. Let's take a look at the stats. Let's see how it's coming along. When it has an error, what's the error? Okay, duplicate phone. Yep. Success. So once we get this updated, and hopefully all their names are fixed after this, so they're no longer in capital letters, then we'll start pounding it. So we'll start like putting like the next we'll do 100 agents. We'll put 100 agents into it, and then we'll like ramp it more and more, and we'll see how many relationships we can generate in like the next hour or so. %. So Reese's already sent you one of her own listings.
Nice.
Take a look at this, bro. This looks like something that potentially has opportunity. It looks a little bit dated.
Didn't stage it very well.
Yeah. Description says short sale approved. Bring us an offer. Okay,
Nice.
interesting. Oh, it also says assumable VA loan at 5.3%. That's a really high interest rate, but
It's not. I mean, not horrible,
yeah,
right? We're getting rates today at 7.5.
good point. Yeah, that is much better. So yeah, you could get this one.
Oh, but
Yo, you know
I'm
what?
guessing they mean assumable VA loan, like you have to go through the whole process to assume it.
But hey, maybe you can call them and be like, I don't want to assume it. I just want to make the payments on behalf. It's not, so my understanding is if it's short sale approved and it's an assumable VA loan, I feel like they would want to avoid the short sale because that'll cost them money. So if you can be like, hey, look, I'll just catch up the arrears and I'll make the payments on their behalf. It's a 3,000 square foot property. So if you could turn that into, I don't know if it's a good area for a pad split. Let's see what the transportation looks like nearby. Um, but potentially pad split, take over their mortgage. Let's see. Yo, is it already a guest house? Oh, dude, look at that. There's literally a guest house right across the street.
Interesting.
Meaning it sounds like they're doing room rentals right across the street.
Perfect. That looks like a good
Yeah.
spot for pad split, man. Anytime you're close to like major highways and urban stuff, you're pretty much guaranteed.
I'm still listening. I was just in the bathroom.
Danny, look what we got already. We already got an opportunity. It is a they have a 5.375% interest rate. They want somebody to assume the VA loan, obviously assuming it's not desirable. Maybe you can catch up the arrears and take it over. It's short sale approved. So, you know, it says that the seller is super motivated and in pain. And then on top of that, I looked it up on the map and look at what's right across from it. A guest house, meaning a room rental house.
No way.
And then check this out, bro. Square footage, 3,000 square feet,
I heard
5
that.
bed, 3 bath. You could potentially turn it into a pad split.
That's at least a 7-bedroom co-living right there.
Nine
That's why I said at least 7. Yeah. That looks like it could have potential as a creative deal if they're open to sub 2.
Hell yeah, bro. And then on top of that, look, there's a guest house right across the street. Prices? What are their prices? Let's see.
Is a guest house something I thought a guest house is just like I have a house and then I have a little tiny house next to it on my property and that's a guest house.
I mean,
yes. Let's see.
No, this is a Google Maps listing titled The Guest House. So yeah, okay. I bet you it's a short-term rental, bro.
Probably.
Okay, I just Googled it. Check availability.
See what they're charging, and then you can comp it out super easy. That would be like the best fucking comp ever, right across the street.
Let's see. Love. Yeah. But also one thing that's really cool is with the pad split management system, it allows us to put in any zip code and see what the demand is and how much what kind of room can get per week in the zip code.
Nice.
Yep. So but I already know without looking, 30331 is a good zip code for pad split because I mean shit, that's where it started.
Really? It started in that zip code?
I don't know about that zip code, but in Atlanta, within those zip codes, like within downtown, or just the inner city, you know.
Gotcha. Yo, you ready to put 100 agents into your bot?
Let's do it, bro.
Okay. Add to automation. So we're gonna go 100 agent. This is just an internal note. You can put whatever you want. You could literally even put gibberish if you wanted. Trigger agent outreach bot. I will put a proper name though. I'll say testing 100 agents, AI bot. Okay. 100 agents are going in. I am going to go to automations and I'm going to watch them drip through that workflow. You don't have to do this, but I like to watch them as they drip through the workflow. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. Yeah, you can like see how they come along.
Okay.
So we see we got 95 and it's dripping 5 every minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like flowing down the workflow.
That's pretty cool that you see it actually moving them down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is cool.
So you can see that's actually really cool. You can see what position they're in or what step.
Yeah.
So what are those? This is ×5 or whatever above each thing.
So each one is a little bit different. So pretty much it splits 5 ways, right? So it releases 5 per minute and then it splits them down 5 different pathways. And each pathway has a little bit of a different variance. So it's like a different messaging, different wait time.
I just meant the little icon above them with the 3 users or whatever. Right. See, like right where your mouse is, move it down a little bit. See that? Yeah. That's
that's how many. That's how many people are
people?
currently in that step. Yeah.
Cool.
So for this step right here, where it's like wait 12 minutes, wait 22 minutes, wait 29 minutes, wait 25 minutes, wait 7 minutes, I wouldn't base your predictions of how high quality the messaging is on that one. I would look at the one that's like wait 25 hours, because 25 hours means that like everybody that's at that stage is at that stage, right? So wait until all of these leads end up being in the wait 25 hour stage, and then look for the ones with the lowest number. The ones that have the lowest number, you know that messaging and that time delay is one of the best messagings and the best time delays. And then find the ones that,
because they're moving on to the next step if it's the lowest number.
Actually, if it's the lowest number, it's because they responded and they were taken out of the workflow. So as soon as they respond, they get taken out. So the lowest number is the best message and the highest number is the worst message. So I would tweak anything that you see with the highest number, change the messaging to something different. Anything that you see with the lowest number, know that that's one of your best messages and maybe base it, try to do something similar to that.
I have a question on your internal process. Like
sure.
When I do this with Airbnb, I do A/B split tests and all that stuff. And like, I'll run 2 different, like I have a bunch of apartments in the same building. So, and they're like almost identical. So I'll run different types of cover photos or different types of promotions or whatever. Right. And then see, but the thing I always suck at is tracking the results and then really seeing which one does better. Cause you have to keep following up with it. How do you keep track of that?
See, I'm not the best at tracking the results either. I like if you ask me to pretty much, to be honest, I pretty much use my intuition. I pretty much eyeball it and use my intuition. However, if we wanted to track the results better, what I would recommend is instead of naming the action SMS, maybe you'd want to like name the action like the keywords from it, right? So like instead of this one being called SMS, maybe you call this one, "Can you help me buy a property?" Right? And then what you could do is you could take screenshots and you could like compare your screenshots like one to the other of like, okay, well, this messaging got us this many, this messaging got us that many.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too with screenshots. I was just seeing what you thought.
Yeah, but the screenshots would only really work if we change it from SMS to like whatever the message actually is, because like how do we compare SMS to SMS? It's like we don't know which one's the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd have to change the name of the action. Ooh, interesting. Look at this. So this person, Scott, it said, "Hey, Scott, can you help me buy a property? I'm Danny. I'd love to connect." And then he didn't respond. So it said, "Is this the right number?" And then Scott said, "Are you an investor or looking to buy for yourself?" See, a lot of investors, a lot of wholesalers really will spam the crap out of agents. So, agents are super used to like getting spammed by investors. So this just kind of goes to show that like, they're expecting investors to like cold text them. At least this way, we come off a little bit less weird of like, "Can you help me buy a house?" versus like, "I'm an investor, I'd like to lowball your clients."
I'm curious to see what happens on the next step for that one.
Yep. We'll leave it on here and we'll let it respond.
because it sounds like if we say investor, then he's gonna fly away.
I don't know what it's gonna say. We'll see. We'll see. I'm curious as well.
I get it from an agent's perspective too. Like it would be, I have people call me all the time about my Google Maps business listing, like 4 a day. I'm like, oh my God, guys, like just fucking stop, please. So I could understand from their perspective if they're getting hit up by like 20 wholesale bots. We need to differentiate ourselves.
Yeah. At least this one is like AI, and it's not like a human. Humans, number one, it's not nearly as scalable. And then the other option is like automation. Like some people will use automation where it's just like preset text message. This one can actually interpret the message that it's received and then respond accordingly. Okay, here we go. So look what it said. It said, I'm a solo buyer, not a big investor, just looking for single family, comma, townhomes, comma, or small multifamily up to 4 units in the metro Atlanta that need some work. Do you ever come across deals like that?
That was actually worded pretty well. He didn't just say, "Oh yeah, I'm an investor," you know.
Yeah. I'm a solo buyer, not a big investor. So it did technically say I'm an investor, but like in a less intimidating.
Exactly. That's
way.
what I liked about it, because it didn't just say, "Oh yeah, I'm an investor." No, I'm a smaller guy. You know, I'm doing my thing. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Pretty fucking awesome. Let's go. So yeah, we're releasing 100 into the bot right now. So Scott said, I do the same thing. It's an investor talking to an investor.
Nice. Wonder
So
how
you know what we can do?
Of this.
Yeah, we'll leave that tab open so we can come back to it in a second while we're waiting for him to respond. Let's go over to our opportunities tab. So this is the fun part. You get to like watch as they grow. So if you switch to your agent outreach AI bot, you'll be able to see like ones that want to work together. So far we only have one, but keep in mind, we're doing a slow start. We're running it slow at first. But yeah, it'll automatically sort them after they agree to work together or don't agree to work together.
Nice. Oh yeah, and then that's the one we got to go back and look at that listing and see if it would work.
And then on top of that, I would recommend like whenever somebody hits the wants to work together category, you should take a quick peek at the conversation, right? Because there might be an opportunity in there, just like how she sent you that listing. Like the bot's not going to respond after it completes its objective. It's going to turn itself off, right? So now it's like you have essentially a pending conversation for you to take over, but it's worth you taking over because like they got something good for you.
Makes sense.
She's ready to go.
Yep. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Let's go. AI for the win.
Georgia's counties make me laugh. They have counties called Bacon County, Coffee County, Abilene County. They like food a lot in Georgia.
To be clear, those counties are counties I've never even looked at a house in.
They have one called Macon. They have Bacon and Macon.
You'd think that Bacon would be a Texas county. Yo, look at what it said to Scott. Check this out. It said Scott said that he does the same thing. And the bot said, that's solid. If you ever get a property that doesn't fit your model, especially something distressed or needing rehab, would you be open to sending it my way? I can close quick with cash.
Nice. That's like perfect, basically.
Yeah. So instead of it it pretty much, it was super respectful. It's like, like if you don't want the deal, like, dude, just let me know.
Some of these are probably better responses than we could come up with ourselves on the fly.
I was just going to say, the thing that scares me is in like 10 years, no one's going to know how to talk because AI is going to talk for us.
Bro, I'm so impatient. I would not type all that up.
Well, bro, I've been trying to tell Danny and my kid and my wife for like a year now. Every time you're typing, you look like a dinosaur with hieroglyphic tattoos. Like voice to text is so much faster than typing, But I think it's weird. We all have our brain is just like programmed.
Let's go. Let's
Nice.
fucking go, bro. Boom. Vetted lead, high quality lead as well. Investor, an agent that's an investor that also agreed to send you deals.
Pretty sick.
Sorry, I got a little enthusiastic there.
Oh no, yeah, as you should. I wanted to do Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram Live, but it says I can only do 2. I reached the max number. Have you ever done Instagram Live on StreamYard?
I have, but it's a pain in the ass because you have to like also open up Instagram and like launch it from Instagram.
Oh. I was just thinking most of my like half of my reach is on Instagram. That's why I was thinking about that.
Oh, nice. We should do some Instagram lives, like just like on our phones. Like while I'm at the gym.
We should.
I'll tell you what, bro. I'll Instagram live you like around like 8 p.m. your time.
Cool.
Another day.
Yeah. For sure. And we can just do lives talking about stuff too. I used to do that with I used to do that with Remy, Mahmood. We used to hop on Instagram lives now and then, but we just haven't done that in a very long time.
It's like we gotta have a public convo.
Yeah, like we used to just talk about just whatever was happening in our business or just even just life. It was pretty fun, and then people would watch it too. I just really like streaming too. Oh, I'm getting back into it. I'm pretty excited.
It's fun, bro. It's super fun. Yeah, let me know if you ever want to stream together. I really enjoy it as well. So
I like hopping in streams in the morning
too. In the penthouse.
Do what?
Danny in the penthouse.
Oh, I don't think that was live. It was a real. Never mind. I thought it was live for a second. When there was like a fire alarm going off.
Oh.
They're in the penthouse of this like super luxury building, and they go, "Oh no, there's a fire. What do we do? Let's get in the hot tub." They go like try to get in the hot tub to be safe from the building fire.
Put all stuff on, man.
So let's get in the hot tub.
Yeah, I was just like,
is so crazy. I'm scared to bring him on the live. He says some of the most wildest shit.
I'm just like, bro, what are we gonna do? What if there's a real fire?
We're on the 40th floor. I'll send it to you guys. There's a funny post.
Yeah, I could probably find it pretty quick.
Look at this. Look at this, Danny. We're building you relationships. All on autopilot.
Wow. I'm getting an inbound call. It's from
on your high level or no, your phone?
It's the number. It's the same number.
Oh, cool.
Should I answer?
Answer it.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. I don't think you should answer it.
No, because there's just so many. It does say I will say it does show up as scam likely though.
Huh. What's the last 4 digits of that number?
3788.
Okay, well that makes me feel more comfortable because that's the agent's number. That's the agent's number, not your number. For a second, I was like, "Oh shit, is that your number?" But no, that's actually the agent's number. That's scam likely.
So it actually shows up as iMessage on here too. That's pretty crazy how they have that really directly ports the call.
If the agent's calling, isn't it a good idea to?
No, don't take over. Don't take over because as you start to scale it, number one, you won't be able to keep up. Number two, if you take over, you'll have to manually go turn the bot off, which it's easy to like overlook. Yeah, it's easy to overlook it because if you don't manually turn the bot off, it will continue the conversation because the bot doesn't know if you pick up the phone or not. The bot doesn't know if you had that conversation.
Yeah. It used to, when I had Astro Blaster set up, it would pop up as the CRM number was ringing, not the person calling me. So I thought that's what it was doing.
But the thing is like you could have it pop up as your CRM number, or you could have it pop up as the person calling you, but you don't know it just comes up as
I don't even know who's
so you don't
calling
know
me.
the name. You don't know the name, you don't remember the context. So as you start to scale it, you're like, I'm getting all these calls, but like, I have no
Yeah,
fucking clue who this
that's a
is
good point.
or what this is about.
If you don't know the context and you answer, then you look like a dumbass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Danny, maybe something that we should do is we should turn off that call forwarding.
Okay. Yeah, that could be a good idea. So my phone doesn't go off the ringer.
There's a county
Look at
called
this.
Chattahoochee.
Sorry. We got another one. We got another
Nice.
vetted lead.
This is fucking crazy, man.
Hey James, I'm Danny. Need a hand buying a house. You're the right person to talk to. Hi Danny, nice to meet you. Would love to help you out. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for. I focus on single family, townhome, or small multifamily up to 4 units in Metro Atlanta. ARV target 300,000 to 600,000. Light to medium rehabs preferred. Vacant if possible. Any chance you come across properties like that? Occasionally, I will add you to my list if I do.
Nice.
So we can go over to the opportunities section and we can take a look and start to see how many leads you vetted. See,
Sweet.
you got 3 in wants to work together so far, and we're just turning on this bot now.
I knew.
Do you guys
This
wanna,
is like us going easy on it.
Yeah. Do you want to throw another 100 into it?
Let's do it.
Okay. So first thing I want to check is the drip. We might want to increase the drip a little bit. So let's see. Trigger agent outreach bot, because remember we're dripping at 5 per minute. So, yep, we got 15 remaining in the drip, meaning in the next 3 minutes we'll have texted all of them. So when you do a search, this is what you're going to search for. So you're going to go tag. Tony, maybe you want to write this down. Tag is testing agents, right? Because remember we added that tag when we first added the leads. So tag is testing agents, and pipeline is empty, and workflow active is not trigger agent outreach bot. So you get all that down.
We got a timestamp.
Yeah, you can also take a screenshot right now of what's on the screen. Here, I'll zoom in for it. You can take a screenshot, and this is the filters that you need to have on.
Nice. Got it. Thank you.
Pleasure, bro.
Oh, he got it, so I don't need to get it. Cool.
Okay, so we're going to add 100. Boom. Add to automation.
Yeah, you said these bots going crazy while making 10 offers a day. That's right, man.
Yes, sir. And we haven't even gone over the MLS offers bot. This is just the agent outreach bot.
Yeah. Still
Okay, we just added another. Yep, we just added another 100. So
Nice.
they're going to be dripped out at a cadence of 5 per minute. Now, there's a reason why we put a drip. It's kind of like a safety mechanism. When you're doing mass quantity, drips are important. Number one, because if you send a bunch of messages all at once, if you made a mistake or something bad happens, or something glitches, if you send them all at once, like let's say we put 100 directly into the workflow all at once, like we've shit the bed, right? So if we shit the bed, we shit the bed hard. Versus if you have a drip, if you do something wrong, then whether you do you shart, yeah, you shart the bed if you do something wrong. So it's very controllable, it's very fixable. On top of that, also, like, getting marked as spam is a real thing. So T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, they can tell when 100 messages go out to their clients all at once, and they're like, this is a little bit sus. We might flag this as spam, and we might prevent deliverability. But when you put it in a drip and it drips a little bit every couple, like for example 5 per minute, they're like, okay, this is less sus.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So this person here, Angie, said, are you an investor or are you working for an investor?
Interesting. Let's see.
I'm just gonna fill up my water bottle super quick.
Cool. And my water is filled up, so I'm gonna hang out with you guys. It is time for breakfast, though. I'm getting pretty hungry. I didn't eat. Yeah. What's up? Nice. There we go. Let's see. It's just me. I buy solo and fund everything myself. Not part of a big company. If you come across anything off market or stress, can you send them my way? Boom. That was a perfect fucking response. Wow. That's awesome. That is like,
There you
we
go.
just got the perfect response to that text.
Let's see. It's just me. I buy solo. I fund everything myself. Not part of a big company. If you come across anything off market or distressed, can you send it out? Oh, let's go.
Right. This is like, I know you said it was good, but me seeing it actively in our system now, I'm like, fuck, this is pretty good.
It's great, bro. And this is literally we're just going so easy on it right now, bro. We haven't even ramped
Yeah.
it up like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Dude, this
I'm
has
glad
me
you
more
like it.
excited than the Raptor I just bought.
Yeah. Bro, did you see my comments on your picture of the Raptor?
I did.
I'm like, together we can cause global warming. You know what they say? Big truck, big, And then
Yeah,
I'm
I saw
also like,
all of it.
I can't tell if this is a political statement against Elon Musk because you have the Cybertruck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't get rid of the Cybertruck. I got rid of the Corvette.
Don't they say
Why'd
truck,
you
little hands? Huh?
Bro, why did you get rid of the Corvette? Was it being a liability?
It was being rented as a Toyota Corolla. Turo sucks.
It was getting like
Jeez.
130, 140 bucks a day and getting driven like 600 miles a trip.
Yeah, basically
So
like
it was,
paid for itself, but just getting beat to shit. So
yeah,
in
like
a couple of years, we're fucked.
basically we'd be left with $100,000 100,000 mile Corvette that we owe like 60 grand on. So
Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. So you're gonna Turo the Raptor?
no, because people
You're
will
gonna
mess it
Turo the
up.
Cybertruck and then use the Raptor?
Yeah,
I kind of don't even want to Turo the Cybertruck anymore, to be honest. Turo's horrible.
this is why we got to blow up the MLS bot so we can just pay for both of them and not have to rent anything out.
We can go off-roading
Nice.
and see what's better, the EV or the gas. I think the Raptor would probably be off-roading.
Tony, did you see my comments on Danny's photo of the Raptor?
No.
I posted
they were hilarious.
picture on Facebook.
I made some comments. I'm like, together we can cause global warming.
Nice. With Greta
I'm like, I
Thunberg.
can't tell it. And then I also said, I'm like, I can't tell if this is a political statement against Elon Musk. And then I also said, you know what they say? Big truck, big.
Yeah. My girlfriend decided to comment something on it too,
Big
sarcastically. She put like
Ooh,
a funny
Danny's got a
emoji on it.
girlfriend. Let's
Yeah.
go find out what Danny's girlfriend looks like. Let's see if he's secured a good one. Oh, wait a minute. I should do that on the other screen.
Bro, wait. I just have to state, because I used to chase girls strictly for looks, and that ended me up in an FBI investigation. Now I chase girls for their personality. I don't chase girls anymore, but when I did, for personality first, you shouldn't just go look. You should say, is she cool? Is she nice? Is she awesome? No? Okay.
It's like it's fully
Is she
invested now.
is she Indian? I can't tell. Is it the Indian girl?
Yes, it is.
Oh, dude, they make great food.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indians make for good wives. That's amazing, bro. Good job.
Thanks, bro.
Danny's out here collecting assets.
Oh my God. I just found a picture of Danny that's really funny.
Oh, really?
Yo, look at this, bro. This agent already sent you a bunch of, I think they're off-market properties.
Oh,
Let's check
wow.
the
Bro
addresses.
said Birmingham, Alabama. I mean, I know people in Alabama. If it's
Alabama's
a fucking
cool, bro.
off-market.
That's close to us. I'd do Alabama in a second. I love Alabama.
Yo, wait a minute. The bottom four are Georgia and Florida.
Oh, shit. Florida, too.
Yeah.
Decatur, where it's greater, man. The wholesale deals are great in Decatur.
Hell yeah. The dude's name is called the person's name is Kim Owens. You wanna search up Kim Owens in your CRM
Another
and
one.
take a look?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to
Kim
put your
Owens?
phone on DND.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'm just gonna use the toilet really quick. If you wanna search up the Kim Owens and then
Okay.
just tell people what you think of them.
Kim Owens. All right, let's look. Wow, we have a lot of conversations going right now. Recent, oh, here it is, Kim Owens. Okay. Well, we got one in Jacksonville in the same zip that we're already buying one in.
Nice.
Cool. I do off market. Oh, so this is just I sick. That's so funny. The initial react message was, "I'm looking to buy a house and could use some help. You down?" Question mark. I like that.
That's definitely. It's like a clone of you. Like that's
Dude,
exactly what you would say, but we didn't even program it.
But what's funny is I don't know if I would have did an initial text like that to an agent, but I do like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check. I want to check Jacksonville first, just because of that zip code. Should I comp it on Privy? I'm gonna share my screen while I'm looking at it, because we might as well. Let's see. Slides? No, not slides. Share screen. Oh, you have to share the whole screen. Ooh, hold on. Oh no, I can share a tab. Cool. Window. Let's share this one. Oh wait, I can't present it because I'm not a host. Okay, well I guess I'll just talk about it, guys. So we're gonna look up this Jacksonville address, see what we think about it on Privy. It sold in 2022 for 160. Let's see. I was gonna share screens while I was looking at these properties, and I realized I couldn't put it up there.
Oh, there you go. Oh shit, that's way too big. 1 second.
Nice. Oh, now it's sharing the wrong tab, but that's cool. I'll fix it. There we go. Nice. So this is the Jacksonville one. Ooh, that thing is ugly. It's clean but ugly as hell.
It looks familiar.
You said it looks familiar. It's a
They're all
big
starting to look the same now.
102.
500 listings.
Good morning, Pansy. How you doing? So this one went for 160 in 2022. What's it? 260.
Let's fucking go, bro. I'm gonna move this person immediately to the wants to work together category, which will automatically shut off the bot because
Nice.
this one's already a highly valuable conversation.
Yeah.
So we don't want the bot to like
Mess
you
it
know
up.
yeah. Like it probably would be fine, but the bot's objective is to get them to say yes to sending off market deals. So it might, when it receives something, it might kind of like overlook it and then go complete its objective of like get a yes. So I just turn this one off.
Sounds like Danny. I always tell Danny, once you get a yes, stop talking.
Yep.
So This Jacksonville one looks like it's worth probably about 260, 270.
So potential for a deal there. It sounds like you probably have to get it around like 120 or like 100 to 120.
Yeah, because they're asking 160.
That's pretty high. There's like no spread in that.
Yeah.
But that's normal. That's just the
You
way
said
it
it's
is.
the
They
same
always ask.
Oh, I'm tripping. I said they asked 160, but that was what it sold for in 2022. Sorry, there's no asking price here. There's no asking price on any of them.
You see how your bot like kind of just overlooked it and continued trying to complete its objective?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I just manually turn it off there.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what? This agent literally sent like 4 fucking
Should I respond to her
pocket
manually
listings.
and ask what the
Yeah,
price
you should
is
call
out
her.
there?
You know what, bro? Call her up right now on the live.
Okay, cool.
But
So
call her
actually-
from Go High Level.
Okay, let me take a piss first, though. I gotta take a piss now.
Okay. Tony, Danny's gonna need a hand. He needs a muscular man to help him hold it.
Oh my gosh. This fucking
Bro, if I had to help Danny piss, I would have no time for anything else during the day. I drink more water than freaking horses.
So what do you think of this, bro? Do you think is this like what you expected, beyond what you expected, not what you expected?
I think it looks freaking awesome, dude. I'm just exhausted from lack of sleep, but yeah, I think it looks really cool, man. I love how I like everything you've been saying, especially about the drip. That made a lot of sense to me, because you don't want to just overwhelm the system and then like we said, shit the bed. I'd much rather just have a little shart that's much easier to clean up.
What an interesting way to describe it. Yes, exactly.
You're the one who started it. I just thought of it. In my head, I got really excited as soon as I thought of that shard analogy. I was like, hang on, I got to use this. No,
Yeah,
it looks awesome, bro. This is so cool to be. I can't wait to man, the changes that are going to be happening in the next year, improving this as well, are going to be so cool. And so to be at the forefront of it and at the front of the wave. I don't want to be at the back of the wave when the Uber driver is telling me about it. I want to be one of the guys driving the change. So this is exactly what we need to be doing.
Yeah, bro. And you are at like the very, very front of the wave. Yeah, this thing is cool. One thing that I want to add is I want to add a feature where if they call and they're in the bot, it immediately texts them back with a creative excuse as to why they can't get on the phone.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, there's going to be little tweaks that we can make and little updates to the software that we can to just perfect everything, right? And that's when it's already killing it, but then we're just going to get better and better.
Yep. I think it would be cool to implement a solid tweak once a week. A solid tweak once a week will compound into an insanely powerful. I mean, it's already really powerful, but it'll make it like very perfected.
You just made me excited with compound, because in university, like 3 lifetimes ago, I studied a lot of finance and like future value and compound interest. And then I couldn't remember how to do the equation. Yesterday, me and Danny were figuring out if we wanted to do principal and interest mortgage or interest only mortgage. And I already knew that interest only is pretty much the way to go. But then we ran it through ChatGPT and it gave us like that full formula. And then with compound interest, it was definitely simple interest was the way to go.
Nice. Okay, Danny, call this agent. Let's hear about these pocket listings.
I am pulling as you guys were talking, I started pulling them on Zillow because she responded to the text. Pull them up on Zillow. But let's see. Okay, so
let's go, Danny. Pressure's on.
So
I need at least a double.
Here, right?
All right, we're gonna mute ourselves.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to hear the call?
Yeah, we're muting our mic, not yours.
If you're sharing application or you're sharing tab, then we'll be able to hear it.
I'm sharing. Yeah, I am.
You want to test it first?
Sure.
Call me.
Okay.
No, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and just play something on YouTube real quick. That's the easiest way to test it.
So you can hear it.
Search up Nathan Harris real estate.
This is cool. This is my first live. I kind of like it. At first I was a little shy, and now I'm getting used to it.
There you are. That's gonna be
tricky.
trippy.
We can't hear it.
Up twice though. Hold on. We need to click something else.
You might get copyrighted if you play it for more than 10 seconds, though.
Hear the ad?
No, we can't. So switch to share tab rather than share window.
Okay.
So close your screen share and then open it back up, but share tab.
Chrome tab, right?
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna look for.
Damn, Tony. Look at those biceps.
You're coming
You got
along,
like
bro.
this,
I like it.
You got like
I
this
love
big
it, dude.
hump.
I love it, dude. Let's go hit the gym.
Yes, sir.
Fuck, I don't see it.
I love watching your health transformation from like vegan to like meat eating, like badass.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I put on like once I started bodybuilding, I put on so much. Once I started bodybuilding, I was struggling at first as a vegan, and then I started eating meat, and then boom, like
I'm not ragging on vegans. I just personally I find meat gives you that extra oomph.
it does. But have you ever heard the screams of the vegetables? Watching their skins being peeled, having their insides revealed.
In
Bro, they're brittle.
Go ahead,
Dude,
sorry.
they're brittled and steamed with no mercy. Like seriously, Tony, how do you think that feels?
And what was that movie with Seth
I realized why I can't do that.
Rogen?
I know which one you're
Sausage
talking about, but
party.
I don't remember the name.
Sausage Party.
Sausage. That was a good one, bro.
I know why it wasn't letting me share Chrome tab. It's because I was using a different Chrome profile. I gotta re-sign in on the right one.
Roger, I guess I'm bodybuilding. I don't know. I don't want to be like too like yoked. Yeah, I just want to be like the pick of the litter. But I don't want to be like so big that like women are like you.
Yeah.
It's all about longevity, man. Like bodybuilding, like true bodybuilding is stupid, man. Those guys are killing themselves down to like, no offense to any bodybuilders. Just I don't need to be 9% body fat and like, you know, pumped full of stuff.
Like, bro, some of them like they don't look healthy. I'm like concerned for their health.
Tony, do you have the password saved handy somewhere that you could
what?
text it to me to the Go High level?
Yeah, I do. One sec.
Because I got to switch the Chrome profile I'm on to share screens.
Ooh, this might be for closed bot only, but I'll send you what I got.
Okay. I thought it was saved, but it's not. Oh, sign in with Google. Sorry. Never mind. I got it. I forgot about that. I just have to add this Google account to this tab.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna
go ahead.
start screen and show what we got going on. So like it's continuing to have a lot of messages. It's really picking up the pace now. So like here, for example, hey Cassandra, I'm Danny. Any chance you can help me buy a house? Danny, sure. What's your basic criteria? Thanks, Cassandra. And then she put her name in her realty brokerage. And then the bot said, I'm after single family townhomes or small multifamily up to 4 units in Metro Atlanta, ARV between 300 to 600, cosmetic, the basic buy box. And then it said, do you come across properties that fit this? And it even sent it in 2 separate messages as well. Even cooler,
Nice.
makes it seem more human.
More authentic. Yeah.
And we can actually make that happen more often. All you do is you just change the settings on your bot's persona to split up messages more. So we could go edit persona, and then we can go advanced settings, and then we could say frequency in which it breaks up larger messages. Oh shit, I'm not sharing the right screen, sorry. Frequency in which it breaks up larger messages. So right now we have it at 10%, but we can make it go higher. We can also make it make more typos. Right now we have 5% typos, but we can make it spell a lot of stuff wrong. Let's take a quick peek at your workflow and see how it's coming along. Roger says, I am not a bodybuilder. I'm a retired power lifter. I'm getting too old for all this knee and elbow pops. Oh,
that's why I don't like lifting too heavy. Like I don't go over 2 plates anymore.
Yeah. I can barely do 2 plates, bro. 5 reps, 2 plates. Like if I'm fucking hyped up on pre-workout and I have somebody there to make sure I don't suffocate under the bar.
Perfect, bro. It's all about time under tension anyways. It's not about the weight. It's about how you move the weight and like.
Tony will get on to me sometimes. I go too fast sometimes. I'm like all pumped up, like, yeah, I'm doing fucking 10 reps right now. And I'm like, that's okay. I'm not doing it that fast. No,
Not that fast.
all right.
Hang on, you distracted me. I'm looking for the password.
Yeah, got you.
I got a lot of bros at our gym's like a super bodybuilding gym, Elevation. So like I've been going there for 5 years, so I'm buddies with all the bodybuilders. So they all teach me, like every time I go to the gym, I find the biggest guy and I ask him for a tip. I just find whoever I can, and then it's like a cool way to intro and like meet new people. And then also I get a lot of free tips and I don't have to pay for personal trainers.
Nice. If I want to make friends at the gym, I just go up to somebody and I'm like, hey, I'm trying to hit a PR. Can you keep me from suffocating under the bar?
Nice.
What are they going to say? No, you're on your own.
Yeah, that's a good way to get them to do it, because I used to be like negative kind of at the gym. I'd be like, leave me alone. Like fucking, if guys ask me for a spot or they want to work in, I'm like, bro, I'm in my zone. And now it's so busy all the time that and I don't want to be negative. So I just welcome everybody. I'm like, come on, we'll all share it together. And, and all, I spot guys all the time and stuff, but that's a good way to get them to spot, because it's like, now I feel guilty if I don't spot you and you die, then I'm gonna fall.
Yeah. Okay, Danny, you ready?
I got it on the new tab. It's struggling.
Okay. Call this agent, bro. So just for context for anybody that's coming in, so Danny has already gotten a couple of pocket listings, and he's going to call the agent and he's going to get more information on these pocket listings.
Mm-hmm. So
can you call from Go High Level on your phone, and then you can just hold it to the mic?
You can, but it's like Go High Level is not as good on the phone as it is on the computer.
Why isn't it letting me click the sub account?
Sometimes Go High Level glitches like that, bro. Try refreshing.
Hey, I can be looking at our account at the same time. It's not going to screw anything up if I'm just reading.
Yeah, okay. Totally, yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it back to my screen share while Danny gets his up and running.
Okay, I'm gonna restart it.
This is a cool one. Yeah. The first one I'm looking at is Abdullah, whatever, Dirac something. And he says, hello, do I know you? And the bot or Danny says, not yet. I found your info while searching agents in Metro Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. That's a cool transition.
Abdullah, how do I spell their name? A-B?
A-B-D-O-L-L-A-H.
Okay.
Here, I'll pull it up on the screen.
Oh, but then that's going to fuck up the stream.
There you go. Hello, do I know you? Not yet. I found your info while searching for agents in Metro Atlanta. Do you handle properties in need of work like Pixar? Bro, so solid.
Can I ask you a tech question? On mine, sure. It doesn't show the first message that you had there from us. It just shows the
scroll up?
Do I know you and the response. Do you know?
This right here?
Yeah. For some reason, it's not showing the first message.
You mean this one right here, the opportunity created?
No, right below it. The one that says, hi, Abdullah, can you help the whatever it says?
Oh, you know what it is, bro? You're probably looking at it from this view. You're probably looking at it from this view where it's just like in the conversations tab is probably where you're looking at it.
Yeah, that is.
What will happen is like as Go High Level starts to send shitloads of messages really quick, sometimes it'll glitch and like the one message from one convo and another message from another convo will kind of combine. So if you ever are worried that it might glitch, just click on open contact, and then now you're like in that individual contact and isolate it from everything else.
Okay. We're finally.
Hey Aaron, I'm Danny. Need a hand buying your house. Are you the right person to talk to? And then she didn't respond, so I said hello. And then she said, yes, I'm busy, but would love to help. Let me know what you're looking for. And let's see what it responds.
Oh, you know what I did? What it was? I was looking at it in CloseBot, not in Go High Level.
Oh, yeah. Look at it from Go High Level. It's much better if you look at it from Go High Level.
Nice. I cleared my cookies and it's working now.
Yay! We want to hear you call this agent and lock up this pocket listing, dude. That would be so fucking epic. Day one, bro. Day one, dude. You've already gotten like 4 or 5 pocket listings, bro.
Day one, call one.
Day one, call one and freaking lock up a pocket listing, Danny.
Let's go, Danny. Let me know if you need me over there for support.
Okay. It was
If you don't remember, just go to opportunities and then
I got it.
look at agents that want to work together.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, I guess I just dial. Oh, here. Let's make sure you can hear.
You have to
YouTube
switch to
Kids.
the YouTube tab. Switch the tab to YouTube. So you just click. There's a little blue button up at the top, which like will say switch tab.
Okay.
Share this tab instead.
Blue button on. I feel like. Oh, there it is. I feel like an old man. What the fuck? There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so just click on a video.
This is Pod 5.
There you go. We can hear it. Okay, cool. So we'll switch back over to Go High Level.
Switch. Sweet. Oh, it stopped presenting line. Close the tab. Let me do it again. Okay, cool.
All right, let's do it. Okay,
All right.
Tony, we'll make sure our microphones are muted and have at her.
Okay.
Oh, Danny, yeah, you can press that button. There you go.
We're out making it happen all over Metro Atlanta and now Metro Birmingham. So please leave your message after the
Hang
tone.
up, double dial. Hang up, double dial.
I like that voicemail. Making it happen.
We're out making it happen all over Metro Atlanta and now.
I guess I'll just text her and ask for more like price information and all that on him. Since I didn't get a phone answer.
Tried to call, went straight to voicemail. Do you have any more details? I'm just spitballing.
That's okay. It happens. Okay, dude, we got you 15 agents already that have agreed to work together. We got you 15 agents. We got you at least 5 pocket listings so far. One agent sent you one of her listings. That would work. Oh, there we go. Now we got you 16 agents.
Nice.
I got a question.
Sir.
So one of them replied, "Hey Scott, I'm Danny, blah, blah, blah. Hi Danny, how can I help you? I'm looking for a single family townhome, small, blah, 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 300 to 600K. And Scott replied, not in my market. I'm building $1 million homes. Sorry, I can't help. But there is $1 million rehabs too, right?
Okay, interesting. So let me pull up the conversation. What's the name?
Scott Pohl, Pohl.
Okay. SCOTT?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay, so not in my market. I'm building $1 million home. Sorry, I can't help. So okay, and then your bot just said, thanks for letting me know. If you ever hear of anything more distressed or under that price range, would you be open to passing it along? I can move quick and close cash if it helps. So because your guys' buy box states 300 to 600K, that's why it's responding accordingly, because your bot is understanding it as like, this agent technically can't help us because in my opinion, it wouldn't pass objective number 2 unless if the agent changes his mind and says, yes, I can help you find objective number 2, which is anything within your buying criteria. So number 1, it asked if it could get help, and the agent was open to helping. So it passed objective number 1. Objective number 2 is, can you help me find what's inside my buying criteria? The agent just said that he can't help you find what's inside your buying criteria. However, depending on how it responds to this message that just went out, which is a second attempt at them asking, like, are you sure you can't help me find what's inside my buying criteria, essentially is what it's asking. If the agent says, yes, I'm sure I can't help you, then it's going to put them as no. But if they say, if I do come across something like that, I will be able to help you, then it would put them as a yes.
I did have something interesting happen when I was about to send this message to her.
What's up?
I guess it's because of the way my language of speaking. Because I said, "Hey, Chairman." Oh, sorry. Hey, Kim. Tried shooting you a call, and I got it. But then I just said a little extra things, but I think that's what triggered it because it says, "Confirm sending a message. Your SMS content may include references to cannabis, shift,
That's
vape,
because
or
it said
other
shooting.
prohibited topics." Yeah, but I mean
Yeah.
that should be fine if I say shooting though, right? Or do you think I should change it?
It might. I don't know. It might not get delivered. The carrier might block it, but
I
yeah,
tried giving. I'll just change it to giving. That's fine.
yeah, you gotta avoid words like shooting, vape.
I just always say like shooting is like a natural thing for me. I guess I gotta.
You say shoot a lot.
Yeah.
Instead of ish, you say shoot. I find Danny a very sweet Georgia country boy, so I like his mannerisms and polite language usually.
He is very respectful.
He's a sweetheart.
Thank you.
I'm not a sweetheart.
Nice. Yeah, I did it finally. Next time.
There you go. Giving you a call. Nice, bro. Nice. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to go over in your bot handoff, or do you want to just kind of have at her?
I think we're just gonna have some fun with it. I think.
Why don't we do? Could we really quick, like Danny, put in the next 100?
Yeah.
Would that make sense? Just
totally
to practice reps.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So.
So here,
Dude, I've
Danny,
been watching you do it on the little screen, but I'm 44.
you share
so
screen. There you go, Danny.
I think I need glasses.
Okay, so it was on. Fuck. Okay, hold on.
Contacts.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Contacts, and then, or we're going. We already hit all these, so you go next page, or what? Is there an easier way?
So you'll go more filters.
More filters. Okay.
Yep, and then you'll go tag.
Is which one?
So you go tag is testing agents.
Testing agents. Oh, got it.
You can just search it up.
Okay.
Yeah, and then click apply. And then pipeline is empty. So you'll go and pipeline. Just search up pipeline.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go pipeline, and then you're gonna go is empty. Nope, is empty.
No?
Up at the top. Very top one.
Fuck. Sorry.
Oh,
That
there
was
you
right
go.
in front of me.
Apply. No worries. And then final one and
Do what
Exactly.
again?
Sorry, I was just being a nerd because
You messed me up. What did you say?
here, Tony, you do the final one, Tony.
The final one is and workflow active is not.
And workflow.
Workflow active is not.
Got it.
Is
not
not trigger agent outreach bot.
Yeah, sorry, I thought that was.
You're good.
Boom.
Cool.
There you go.
And
And then you
then-
can click the X button in the top right.
Okay. Right here.
And yep. And then switch it from viewing 20 to viewing 100 per page. And then select the 100.
Boom.
And then add the automation, which is that little like kind of like a play button, third one in.
Third one in.
Yeah. And then you're just gonna select the workflow. Not that one. Yep, there you go. Trigger agent outreach bot. Boom. And then just put an internal message. You could literally put anything that you want.
Oh, for the action name. Let's see.
Yeah, it's just an internal message.
I'll just do outreach. Oh wait. Oh fuck. Oh no, I did that wrong. I did it all at once. Fuck. God
No,
damn
dude,
it.
it's okay
fine.
because I programmed. I can see why you'd be scared. I programmed the drip inside of the workflow just in case for this scenario. See,
shit.
this was part of the dummy proofing process that I did last
Because
minute.
I almost did a dummy thing right there.
Yeah, no, so I actually did these things on purpose. So last minute, hence why I told you guys, I'm like, hold on, give me 3 hours, like let me implement this. I went through and I'm like, are there any areas in which something could go wrong? And I dummy proofed it. So that was one of
Yeah.
Yeah. So now what I'd recommend is go to automations and find the automation, the trigger agent outreach automation.
Okay.
You can just search it up.
Okay.
Yep. And then just click into trigger agent outreach. And now you can watch them go through the flow.
So they're right here now.
Yep. And then you can like scroll down and whatnot.
Nice. And then that's where these guys are at from the last one.
Yep.
Nice. Dude, that's really cool. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see Danny for 2 days.
Why?
He's
He's going to be nerding out.
Nerding out on the bot, which is great. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome.
Awesome, bro.
It's just super fun.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll conclude the live at that. So guys, yeah, that was a live demo of building an AI powered wholesale business day one. What we've accomplished so far, you guys already got 5 pocket listings there. You got 1 on market listing of theirs that potentially could be a good pad split sub 2. It's literally right across from a guest house. You've already built relationships with, let me see how many agents. A lot of agents. I think in the past hour and 45 minutes since we literally started, you built relationships with at least 16 agents, and we're literally just getting started. So that's like, I would say by the end of the day, you're definitely going to have over 50. And if you continue putting leads into the bot, you could potentially even have 100 by the end of the day out of that 500 list. So yeah, really, really, really good. Let's do another live later on and do an update.
Sounds great, man.
Well,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm excited.
Any final questions before we wrap up?
I'm good.
I think we're good right now. I'm just gotta use
Okay.
this thing and figure it out. Have
Let's
fun
go.
with it.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, brother. See you guys later.
See you guys in the stream. Peace.